What's good, everybody? It's the Clown with Cap show. We got the NFL playoffs divisional round. To me, there's a lot of coin flip games, kind of like the Texans and Chiefs, Titans, even the Ravens could be a coin flip. To me, I love it. It really boils down to which team's going to have the less turnovers. That's what it's going to boil down to. But I want to first start off with the Minnesota Vikings. I've been critical on Kirk Cousins. I've called him trash in the past multiple times. To me, I just thought, with the way he played against the Saints in the playoffs, the way he led his team to victory in overtime, to me, it was kind of like, wow, he proved me wrong multiple times over and over again. So to me, during that game, he was 19 for 31, 242 yards passing with the game-winning touchdown to Tyler Eifert, which went to Notre Dame. To me, it was just like, wow. I believe he did have a lucky pass, about a 50-yard pass when he was on the 40-yard line to me. But like I said, sometimes you have to get lucky. And to me, Kirk Cousins really showed up. He proved to me, and can they beat the 49ers? That's the big question. And to me, that's a coin flip game. They have similar defenses. Smash Mouth can stop the run, can even stop the pass at times. To me, it's just like, man, I don't know really who to go. But ultimately, I'm going to go with the 49ers in this pick. Yes, the 49ers are favored by 7 points, but to me, I picked against the 49ers multiple times during the season, and I was wrong. And to me, I think the 49ers are rested. They have a better team overall. Therefore, that's why I'm going to go with them. But ultimately, Jimmy G is going to have to prove to me that he can win in the playoffs as a starting quarterback. Yes, we know he's won Super Bowls with the Patriots, but that's as a backup. I'm talking about as a starter. I want to see Jimmy G show out. He's had a good season this year. Jimmy G, 329 for 476. 3,978 yards passing, 27 TDs, and 13 picks. To me, that's pretty good stats, but like I said, I want to see him win a Super Bowl as a starter. That's ultimately what I want to see. I won't be surprised if the game goes either way on this one because they're so similar, but ultimately, I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers to win in a close one. If you're taking the point spread, that's a little risky. I would go mainly money line on this pick. I would go San Francisco money line, but like I said, I'm going with the 49ers in this pick. Titans versus the Ravens. The Ravens are probably the hottest team coming in. They're 10-point favorites. To me, Lamar Jackson's MVP, no doubt. MVP all the way. Will be on the Madden cover this year of 2020. He will be. 2021 Madden. He will be. To me, what it boils down to, can the Ravens stop Derrick Henry? To me, if they don't stop Derrick Henry, this game could really go the other way. And I'm talking Tennessee could maybe upset the Ravens if they don't stop Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's a problem, and they need to stack 8 or 9 in the box every time. Have Ryan Tannehill beat you. Yes, have Tannehill beat you. Don't let Derrick Henry beat you. To me, we've seen Derrick Henry. He's had a great season. To me, Derrick Henry's a top 3 running back in the league. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But to me, Lamar Jackson's had a great year this year. 265 for 401, 3,127 yards passing, 36 TDs, and 6 picks. 36 and 6, bro, for real? Lamar Jackson, he is balling out. To me, I love where they're going, but when you're playing Tennessee, have Ryan Tannehill beat you. Ryan Tannehill last game was 8 for 15, 72 yards with 1 TD and 1 pick. At New England. So really not a good game, but to me, ultimately, the X factor of Tennessee and why they're here is because of Derrick Henry. And if, like I said, if the Ravens do not stop the run, they're in for this game's going to be super close. And if Derrick Henry rushes for over 100 yards, it's a problem. So to me, the Ravens have to stop Derrick Henry, have Ryan Tannehill beat you, and the Ravens will win. Therefore, I'm picking the Ravens on this in this game because I feel like Tennessee's just mainly one-dimensional, and when you become one-dimensional in the playoffs, you're going to lose. And to me, they need to stop the run, and that's why I'm going with the Ravens in this pick. Texans versus the Chiefs. To me, I love this matchup. I love where the teams are at. Both young quarterbacks, Mahomes and Watson. These two quarterbacks are the future of the NFL. To me, it's crazy. The Bears skipped on both of these quarterbacks. I can't believe that. But to me, Watson is I believe, a little bit more important to his team. And Watson last game was 20 for 25, 247 yards passing, 1 TD. And he played great against the Bills. They came back down 16-0. Like I said, Deshaun Watson is a champion. He has a heart of a champion, and I do see in this game being way close. I can't believe it's a 10-point spread at Kansas City. But to me, Mahomes, another X factor. They had a bye, so they were chilling. Mahomes this year's had a good season overall. I would rate his season as good. 319 for 484. 4,031 yards passing, 26 TDs, and 5 picks. Like I said, Mahomes and Watson, they're really similar. They can extend the play. They can break tackles. They can throw it down the field deep. In their ability to extend the play, kind of like a Russell Wilson-esque, to me, that's really what separates them. But to me, I'm not going to go Kansas City on this pick with the points because 10 points is a lot. And we're talking about the Houston Texans. They got J.J. Watt back. Their defense is playing great. So to me, I'm going to go with the Texans in this pick, but I still expect the Chiefs to win the game. But to win by 10, I don't think the Chiefs are going to win by 10 in this game. I see in this game really going head-to-head, really maybe a game-winning field goal with the Chiefs, but ultimately I'm going to go with the Texans in this pick, just off the point spread. And to me, Mahomes and Watson, like I said, they're the X factors. And to me, if Watson has a big game, they could possibly upset the Kansas City Chiefs, but I do not see the Kansas City Chiefs winning by over 10 points, dude. I don't see them. I feel like the Texans aren't getting enough respect. And in the past, the Texans are 6-2 when the point spread is 6, when they're 6 points or more underdogs. So to me, the Texans historically play great when they're really underdogs. I mean, they're 10-point underdogs here. You know, so if you guys are betting on this, I will go the money line Kansas City probably. But like I said, this is a coin flip game, and I do see the Texans putting up a big game against the Kansas City Chiefs, and this game's going to be close. And ultimately, the best game of the week, Seattle versus the Packers. To me, this is another coin flip game. Packers are 4.5-point favorites, which makes sense. They're at home. They had a bye, and they have Aaron Rodgers, right? 100%. Aaron Rodgers, great season this year. 353 for 569, 4,002 yards passing, 26 TDs, and 4 picks. But to me, like I said, Green Bay's weakness ultimately is their secondary. And to me, Russell Wilson and company is going to have a heyday. That's what I think really the X factor here. Wilson last game was 18 for 30, 325 yards passing, and 1 touchdown. To me, that's what separates them. And I want to see how they can really run the ball, Marshawn Lynch, against the Green Bay Packers. To me, like I said, Green Bay Packers, their weakness is their secondary and their defense. Their front seven is pretty good, but like I said, we've heard Pete Carroll is going to rush beast mode more, going to use Marshawn Lynch more, a.k.a., like I said, beast mode. They're going to utilize him a lot more, which they should. And that's where I see it really being the X factor right there in Russell Wilson. Kind of like a Watson and Mahomes. I think he's a little better than him. He's won a Super Bowl, been to the Super Bowl multiple times. What separates Russell Wilson is he doesn't take big hits. He doesn't. He's smart. He knows when to slide. He feels the pressure on his back. He's able to extend the play with ease and throw the ball down the field. And I do see in this game being close, but ultimately I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks here. And why? Because of Russell Wilson. Because Seattle's defense is playing great. To me, that's where I think Seattle could take away this game. They could take away with clock management. Keeping the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands, that's how you beat the Green Bay Packers. Don't let Aaron Rodgers have the ball for a majority of the game. Don't. Separate Aaron Rodgers from the game, and you will win this game. And like I said, to me, Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, a.k.a. Beast Mode, that's my upset pick of the week is Seattle Seahawks. I like this game. To me, it's going to be close, but ultimately I'm going with Seattle. In the Texans-Chiefs, like I said, I'm going with the Texans just for the points. And then the Ravens-49ers, I'm going with the favorites. If you're doing a parlay, I like the parlay of 49ers-Ravens. I like those. I mean, 2 powerhouse teams at home in the playoffs. If they play great, I expect them to win. I really do. And why I like the Ravens pick so much is Titans are just one-dimensional. Stop the run, you're going to win. But to me, it's going to be hard to stop Derrick Henry. But to me, stop the run you're in. But like I said, 49ers, if they lose, I wouldn't be surprised either because Minnesota has a great defense. But ultimately, I like 49ers. But my pick of the week is definitely Seattle at Green Bay. I expect this game to be close, but ultimately Russell Wilson, beast mode, are going to overcome it, baby. Let's go. It's the playoffs, divisional round, baby. It's the Cloud with Cap show. Let's go.